Okay, this is Modog coming from you live. And so I'll just try to do a few live ones because maybe you guys aren't getting it. Understanding what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to hold you intensely still so that we can talk about what's happening here. Right about 9 o'clock to that building right there. And I'm going to grab my stand. I'm sorry. The truth of the matter is, I will videotape, and then I'll go back and I'll see nothing. But then there's times that I videotape and I'm like, wow, I didn't even see that. So, the system rolls. So I'll try to stay as still as possible, and I'm trying to stay within the rain so it doesn't get the camera wet. That's what I'm doing. Oh, that was the button to open the door, of course. Okay, so this weekend here in Fort Townsend, it is the Kinetic Sculpture Race. And the Kinetic Sculpture Race is about creating a... Okay, I'm going to do this. Stop it. No, I'm not going to stop it. I'm just going to turn you. Sorry. I'm trying to hold on to something so I'm not so shaky, because that's... The thing is... I've learned so much through this process, really, I have. And you either have to be really still or you can't take like a bunch of little pictures at a time. So me, I'm just sitting in here. I was reflecting on the day and what I'm going to be doing. And, oh, sorry, where you want to start looking for is right in there. That area is what I would start watching. And it wasn't until then I'd go home, okay, and then I'd start watching like right, these they look like perfectly round little clouds right there. I'd stick my hand out further than it would work, right there and there and there. So they're starting to roll in. This one then to me looks like a bigger one because the shadowing of it is bigger. I really want to set you down so I'm not wobbly. So there's a little tiny little dot right there that I would speculate is more what we're looking at. I believe this is the string of pearls. So they're going to start coming in a pearl fashion right through here, right along the telephone wire there. I'm really trying to hold still. I'm sorry, I'm holding you up at a higher angle and my arms are above me. It's never an easy task. It never has been. And as I said before, the telephone wires can absolutely hide your filming. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to sit up here. I got a new little suction cup thing that I was going to try to use. So, okay, right along the wire of the telephone, telephone wire, in between the gaps there. That's what I find different. Now, that all may be normal clouding. Okay, but down here by the tree, right about here, looks different to me. And so I'll just watch it and keep an eye on it when I do my filming. Sometimes I'll take a picture of what the screen is, and I have to back up because it's really raining. So October is pretty standard about it becoming torrential. And there's like what I would call the string of pearls right through here. Now I believe those are just the shadow of them, but I just opened the damn door. And that's rain that you're seeing, so it is raining. I'm going to back up here. And that did change the lighting a little bit, so it's just a real funny thing. I'm trying to get where you can see it. See, the light has changed on its own to become super bright, because I think there's a really big one passing through right here now. And I'm sorry. I'm going to stay out of the rain, which then changed the lighting. So, I'm not an idiot, and I'm not a scammer, and I'm not trying to get any money from anybody. I'm going to change my angle here. Maybe that'll help. All I'm trying to do is show you that things are different. Now, if I stuck my head out the window, which I haven't done yet, probably would see something behind me that was very strange and weird. Let's see here. Let's do this real fast. Oh, yeah. How about the big bright light? Well, that could be the sun for sure. Coming up on its peak. Keep it there. I think it's really kind of... So I see nothing now. And so this is, you know, why I started wondering, well, what the heck? So actually, I see a really bright thing, which would definitely be the sun. I gotta come back in because it's really raining. So we keep it on there for a minute. And I'm gonna shrink it down so we can get more into it. So that's why I bounce around a lot, because quite honestly, I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I mean, what the heck I'm doing. Sorry for all those PG people. But to me, right next to that building, I see a string of, I mean, with my own eyes I can see it, but right here, there's something funny. And a source of light behind it. And this is why my videos are so damn long, and this is why I shorten them with stupid music, because who wants to sit here like I do, holding a freaking camera to show you people? Because if not, the only way else I could show you is by going click, 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 and I can't do that from anywhere. And that's a big massive something coming through here. A big ball of fluffy clouds. I don't know. Nuclear physicist. Will you please come tell me that this is clearly a figment of my imagination? Or I think someone has got to believe me that this is the same weekend that this 5 or 6 cloud formation comes out, and it literally looks like a round circle of 5 cotton balls floating on a cloud. I may be on drugs. I don't know. They could be slipping it in my water. But the sun is actually going, the sun should be going from left to right. And clearly, I no longer see it along the telephone wires where I was first looking. I now see it a little bit up on the single wire, which I believe is probably a power line. Everybody wants to be freaking critical. And I welcome anybody who wants to come and have a human discussion about all this. I don't know, maybe that's the sun breaking through the clouds. But I know some of it's lighting and some of it's, but literally that if it was what I thought was the sun, then the sun would be still to the right. But to me, it looks like a formation of something is going from right to left. So maybe somebody just got it confused and they want to come explain it to all of us. I don't know. It could just be clouds. But so when I sit here and after observing them for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, because obviously that's how exciting my life is. I then begin to notice when they change as well. And now I see probably one of the twins coming up over the peak, and I'm going to point it out that I believe in here that's what's happening. So, and right above the, okay, so the way it would be in a camera, because it's really a smaller image, is right in there. See, but then it makes me have to take away from the top right corner. So I'll just do a happy medium here. And then I move it up and I try to keep it in the same place so that nobody has to go through my torture. And just do it real fast. Fast speed. Because basically it's the same thing every day. Michelle, you talk. Michelle. But you're so nice. Michelle, you're so social. Michelle. Now you can start see the strobing is starting to happen, which means, in my personal opinion, or my physicist imagination, is that there's something moving in front of the sun to cause it to strobe. And if normal clouds do that all the time, I would believe it. But it just so happens to come when it looks like there's weird balls in the sky. So, call me crazy or dumb one more fucking time, assholes. And this is me, filming for you, live, or at least unedited, so you can see how long I have to talk to myself, because nobody else cares. As I'm standing here looking around, I guarantee. Now what I could do is stop it, and in about 5 minutes I could probably get more action or some such. But for now, it might just be perfect example. What is the stroke? So I'll move my angle a little bit. Now, if you don't see this where you live and you care, come on up. It's the Pacific Northwest. You know you're here immediately when you cross the pass of I-90 at right about North Bend, because the temperature drops about 10 degrees. Now I'm going to scroll up here a little bit, and I can't really see what I'm looking at, honestly. So this is just like a random scroll. Trying to get this side for you. Just kind of a little roundabout view. And maybe nothing will transpire. I don't know. Or it could be so bright, I could really just be screwing things up. But now we go back to normal. And basically, based on its pattern, I could actually get out right here and see that system. Of course, I'm not wearing my good pants. And here's over here. It's opposite.
Must be something special happening.
Oh, it's the kinetic sculpture race.
Oh, when is it happening?
Well, it happens all weekend, and so they start coming yesterday. And those are man-powered machines that they have to pass
and
through.
Do you go down the main drive?
Well, they'll do a parade here, but they test them today. So they do the water test out on the water. They have to go from one point to another. Then tomorrow will be the big race where they start and they do a water race. They go through the water. They have to get on, that same craft has to get on a bicycle type of man-powered thing, and they'll go up the hill and then to Fort Worden. And I think at Fort Worden, it always gets weather like this. So they end up changing where they get in the water. Okay. And then the last part is out at the fairgrounds. And I've never really made it out there. But I think they do like a mud bog. They have to go through the mud bog. Oh my goodness. With this man-powered bicycle.
Watch them just anywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a fun way to watch it is if you ride a bicycle along with them, you know. But like if you knew they were, yeah, exactly. Well, I bet she could get on a bicycle and put it to shame. But what you do is like they would be here, and then you could drive to Fort Worden and meet, and then they would come down to Fort Worden.
Look it up on the internet.
Please do, yeah. Thank you for visiting. Yeah, have a great day. Okay, and that's what I do all day long. So. Now we're going to come back over here to the sun. Hopefully people just think I'm filming the friggin' building. Oh, I just sat in the wet spot. And I meant where my feet were. And honestly, if you want to have this much fun, you guys can just come on up. I could use some friends. Apparently I don't talk to myself enough. I got to talk to everybody else too. But I'm okay with that. So I'm looking at this here. And maybe down here, they're real tiny. There's one right there. And so I'm looking at these tiny ones, I believe, are what make the shadows of what I see as round objects, or what people see. I would say there's a cluster of them right there. Yeah, it could be natural cloud formation, but it probably is something pushing through the clouds. Now, when I see with my own eye, I see a very big, large, huge object right about there. So this ribbon today is where it's going through that way. And as I stand here, people will watch me. Okay, and down here at the pier, down there at the pier. So, it's happening. And everybody just goes about their day. So just keep it still. Totally a figment of my imagination, so maybe I can just be a figment of everybody else's imagination. That would be nice. I would really like that. If I could just blend. But, I'm not never. My neighbor guy's leaving, and actually, you see a very huge one. Come out. Right there, hello, Mr. Man. I don't know what it is. It's a perfectly round cloud. And 18 minutes later. So now you know why I fast forward and put on the music. You're going to have to hear about my cute little town over and over again. I would zoom in, but what I'm thinking here is that you guys probably are smart enough to use, wow, I can see them moving. Yeah, they're rolling right along there. Right along the bottom of that area. So what I'm assuming is by watching my videos and being able to download them, that you could then also see that the videos don't work well when you blow them up. You kind of have to watch them in that small little box. And like I said before, that's the only reason or how I knew that something was happening. Right now I'm a little limited on my view range because I'm stuck in between 5 old buildings. So right now it's just this. This is the way it is. And that's what I meant by that bulb, Robdo. This is just the way it is. This is what you get if you don't believe it or you want to come see it. I've always said, be my guests. Well, not my living situation now, but I can always hook you up. I know some good people here. We got great accommodations. Fort Worden, I would have to put at the top of the list because it's my very favorite place. So the Fort Worden PDA, great company, doing an amazing thing with an old state park. Oh, now see, I'm going to have to back up here and plug you in because my expertise has allowed me to now become accommodating with charging my battery as I sit here. It's been a very interesting 2 years to really try to bring you guys this, and my peace of mind comes that just yesterday the younger sister, who completely calls me crazy all the time, is slowly being converted. And Nicole, my sister Nicole won't let me call her dog Joey, but everybody can call me Mo. How come dogs can't have nicknames? Don't you think they're smart enough they know the difference? Okay, now there's this big area through here is lighting up because of the sun. I could go out to the pier, but it's cold and there's no electricity, and here's a little planet right there. This little guy right here, right there. Or, I'm sorry, a round object of such. I don't know. Round cloud, a perfectly round cloud. And this strobing one coming through, yeah. Well, let's just watch that for, you know, a few minutes. That is not the sun. That is actually moving from right to left. The sun normally, and that because the right way is west, the left way is east. I am going to make believers out of you guys yet. Some of my videos are stupid, but it's because I get bored. And I want to convert as many people as I can. The Lord is coming to change this evil planet. And now, like down here, so with my own eyes, sometimes you just can't see what I'm seeing. And I mean, I sit here and look and I'm like, I only know now because of the push of the clouds. So right through here, they're pushing through. They're coming, they're just making the clouds do a different thing. Down here is a big, very big round object. I mean, that is the shadow of the smaller object in the middle, is what I believe. And if you guys don't believe that this is why they're spraying a chemical over the whole entire planet to stop us from seeing something that is created by our Creator, do you not hear the oxymoron in all of this scenario, right? Okay? We are made to see this so that we can be aware of how to treat everybody. That this is our last chance, that, you know, we have to be good humans. We have to world up and we have to be good humans. It's not about being a good American or a Mexican or a good black person or a good Chinese person or a good white person. It's just about being a good person. People wouldn't be so shady. We could just ease up a little bit. Gun control wouldn't be a problem because everybody would love each other. Now, what is wrong with that? Call me crazy again. There goes my crazy thinking. So when I sit here and I film, probably why I don't let you guys listen to me is because I think all of us are morons. I think that we judge people. I think we all think we're better than each other, and secretly, and we all have the same lives. I was just told 2 days ago I completely ruined my daughter's life, even though I was only half part of it. And I asked her, well, are you going to go start eating people now like Jeffrey Dahmer? Well, of course, she didn't get my humor. And she didn't get my humor when I grew up with a movie called Mommy Dearest. And Mommy Dearest would not allow wire hangers in the closet. So my joke, being that I was raised around Mommy Dearest, is that I would say, no shoes in these closets. My daughter is perceived that I beat her. I beat her. No, I'm just talking to you openly here because, you know what? I don't really, this is how I roll. And, I mean, yes, I have been guilty of using excessive force on a handful of times. No pun intended. But beating, I mean, that is, as a mother, to hear that from your 19-year-old daughter, that that's how she perceives you, and you think another way, absolutely. Don't you think that's a perfect example of basically no one will ever see eye to eye? I mean, no, we just won't, because we all don't have the same beliefs. We aren't believing in the one thing we are all supposed to believe in because somebody wanted to go off and build their own book of beliefs. And, you know, I'm not saying that what I'm believing is right, but I will praise the Lord of our Creator that amazing things have happened to me every time I've asked for them. That every time I ask for something good to happen, it happens. That I ask for guidance, I ask for wisdom, I ask for the ability to understand the wiser people, and that not everybody wants to know my opinion. Oh, goodness gracious. Why do I always feel like I want to be a tourist guide? So, I really like to tell people where to go and what to do. I'm really good at it, but I'm very constructive at it. I'm not like, hey, go to hell, you piece of you know, I mean, that's not me. I'm like, no, there's probably 5 places here that could make you happy. Because we also want to give everybody a fair shot, fair chance. We don't all have the same opportunities as each other. Some of us have way more than others, and some have way less than others. And, oh yeah, how about this round object? Anybody? Anybody? I mean, clearly, did the sun pass by more than once? Even if that was the way the sun was going. But we'll sit here and watch this, and I'm pretty sure they'll give me a hard time loading it, and pretty sure, oh yeah, oh wait, this one coming right in the middle, right there, hello. Which is, I believe, making this shadow right there. There's a shadow there. But that's a big planet. Big ass round planet. And nobody's looking. So when you have the opportunity to look, because I'm just leaving it on a small scale. I'm not going to move my camera in and out like I always do. Because when I'm done watching it, I'm like, Michelle, why did you take it off that spot? You're such a nincompoop. So, it is what it is what I meant by that. It's going as I'm filming it. Right along that bottom telephone wire is, even to my own eyes, a very huge, round object. But don't watch my videos. I did not sleep in a Holiday Inn last night. I won't sleep in a hotel for a while because I most recently had the experience of bed bugs. I'm sure that's on one of my videos that I explained to you. Why? It is what it is. Now, let's see if it strobes. And it strobe. I had to move my arm up because somebody pulled in next to me. I love it when they do that. So this is live. Fast forward it. I'll leave it as it is. I'll leave it the whole 29, 3-hour minute, whatever. Alright, here comes the sun again. Yeah. That nuclear physicist that came here playing the trumpet or whatever your musical choice was. Pretty sure it's not my imagination. I could be wrong. I really could. I think it's the blue Kachina, to be honest with you. It sparkles like that, and it thumps. And there's the rainbow planet that causes the double rainbows, And then there's the white poofy cloud planet. That's one I like. That brings this kind of weather too. But you all can formulate your own opinions. So, for all you people who thumbed down my new technique of creating pictures, what you guys don't get, if it looks like a face, that's a round object making 2 eyeball size images. Okay? What I did is I took my pictures, I took 15 pictures, and one of the features on the phone was to mirror them. And that's all I did, was mirror those pictures. So get it through your little down thumbing opinions that you go try to do that with normal clouds. That one with the tree, that was a tree. I took 15 pictures that were all the same. So I don't understand what this app must make them. That must be that app. I don't know. The app's really good about making it into something amazing. I won't make those anymore though. Only for art. I told you it was just art. So how can you thumbs down my art when I haven't even started my business selling it? So basically nobody thumbs ups me, but everybody thumbs downs me. I mean, not everybody. 3, 1. There's one person. I think it's probably some bitch that doesn't like me, but whatever. I'll just call you a hater, okay? That's how I refer to you, thumb down boy, is hater, okay? Because only you are making an opinion. I mean, like 50 people watch my video and I only get one opinionated person. Really? No one can even, like, opinionate, like, thumbs up? I mean, like, I have to start Steve Olsen it and saying, like, hey, just send money to my channel because I'm going to give you facts that other people mail into me. And, you know what they all say? I. Have you ever noticed how many I's come out of those people's mouths? I'm not talking about I. I'm talking about world up. Okay, I'm going to point it out to you because some of yours might not still get it. This little ball right there is actually probably shadow. This one here. There's one here. And, okay, does anybody find it weird that there's a shitload of clouds and something's pushing them through so that right through here, oh, there it is. It just popped in the screen right there. Those, I don't believe are planets, but probably the debris of a planet that, for whatever reason, we are all round, creates little round balls, okay? The clouds are amazing. Nice round balls. Now, what I think we should be doing is having classes on this. I think people who care should be getting together and talking about it, because when there's going to be a mass panic once people do actually start seeing it, because me seeing it in a shadow and then actually seeing it, I'm even going to be freaking out, and I know it's there. There's the pulsing again.